So today might be one of those videos where the majority of the action happens outside of the video and you just get to hear the before and after of it instead of seeing the actual of it. So if that's the case, I apologize, and in a few minutes you'll know why. So, just a random little bit of around the house yard work therapy this weekend. I trimmed some of the branches off the tree because they were growing down over the top of the kennel, and we kind of had to duck to get in there to put the dogs away at night and feed them and stuff. So you can kind of see on this one here and on that one back there, that's as far as I could reach with the cutter things, and that right there too. So not the best tree trimming job ever, but it got the branches out of the way and I feel better about it. Then I decided to start kind of trying to clean up just a little bit around the house. So you can see all the weeds and the sheepgrass. I don't know what it's actually called. What is this stuff called? We've always called it cheatgrass, but that might be us mispronouncing things. Not actually on purpose, which we also do sometimes. So this got a little out of control and there's a lot of it, and I will attempt to take care of more of it. But for whatever reason, I decided to start on this corner and made my way around. Went to the D&B one-day sale and bought some flowers, so hopefully those will pretty things up. Got all this chopped down, weed-eated, all the way basically around the house to this corner. So I like it better. It just kind of opens everything up, makes it not so cluttered and claustrophobic feeling. So like I said, it makes me feel better. And using this weed eater is totally like therapy. I don't know why. I love this weed eater. Never really weed eated before in my life, but this thing is a game changer. So you can see I stopped right here. Still need to go down the length of the house and around the planter bed, and maybe all this over here. We'll see what gets done. I'll keep you updated. So this little guy, Toro brushless battery powered weed eater, is amazing. And I love it. And you just, yeah, it's light and it's easy to use. Oh, hey Lily Kitty. What's up? Are you coming to help with the yard work? No? You're gonna drive the side by side? Okay, have fun. Don't forget to wear your seatbelt. Yeah, got that done. We're in the process of getting that done. Sam is moving some bales because somebody supposedly is coming tonight to look at the 126 bales that we have from the first cutting, and if they like it, they will buy all of it. So that'd be kind of cool to have the whole first cutting sold in one shot. And this is what today's main event is. And I'm both excited and nervous and sad a little bit, but I know it's temporary, so I don't know, maybe this is what it feels like when you send your kids to camp. You hope that they have fun and they make new friends, but you kind of hope that they miss you a little bit too, and can't wait for them to come home. So we've got the horse trailer that Sam fixed the floor in, hooked up to the truck, pulled up to the pen. We've kind of made a funnel through here. So horse trailer's all set up. Kind of a funnel, temporary panels. So freestanding panels. Then at the sale yesterday, we got a couple of these, I don't know what they are actually called, but just these, lighter weight some kind of panel. I don't know. So we took the back part of this part of the pen and made the funnel thing over there. Closed this off so they can't get here anymore because, well, obviously there's nothing to hold them in on that side, but then also it keeps them here. And that was fun. Should have gotten some video of that last night. The little ones were just running and bucking and having all kinds of fun as we were trying to move the panels and things into place. So that's going to be our little funnel. Somehow we're going to encourage all of them into the funnel, and then that's what these little temporary panels are for, to kind of help block it off and push them. Once they're all in that area, which I'm hoping should be pretty easy, especially if we walk in there with a couple of grain buckets, because they seem to like those and will come to those quickly and follow them around. So hopefully being able to lure them in with some grain buckets and then get them in the trailer. This gate is going to swing open this way and attach to this, so then they'll have this little area to go in here, and then we will drive them next door to the neighbor's house, where we will work on tagging the ones whose tags have fallen out and branding them, which is something I have never done before, and Sam has been part of when his family did it, but never, he was never the one to brand, so it'll be new for both of us. But because it's happening at the neighbors, I don't know how much of it we're going to get to film. So wish us luck, stay tuned, and we'll let you know how it all goes. So this is another example of, if we were farmers, we might know what we were looking at. We can't tell if Rosie's belly's getting bigger, like maybe she's pregnant, but if that's just the way that cows grow when they naturally get bigger, we don't know. So that'll be interesting to see if her and I never let her actually bred. Well, there's eyebrows that we didn't know for sure. But I feel like she looks smaller than she does, but maybe it's just the difference in the breed, because she's Angus Hereford and she's Jersey Hereford. I don't know. And you are just the sweetest thing. So anyway, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens if we knew a lot of things about anything. So what we're doing right now, don't try to ram me. We just opened the doors to the trailer to kind of let them, if they want, go check it out. And we're just going to see if we can leisurely get somebody to come be interested in walking this way. Like I said, we don't have to load them for a while, but the less scary it seems now, maybe the less scary it'll be when we have to actually load them, or we're just setting ourselves up for failure because we don't know what we're doing and we've never done this before. So we'll let you know how it works out for us. So Rosie and number one have loaded themselves. We've got a couple others that are curious about what's going on. Oh, and unloaded. I think number one's still in there though, isn't he? Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So, yeah. Oh, well, there he goes. Hopefully them being able to just go in and out on their own makes them less something about it, but it's cool that they at least walked in, so we're hoping.
Not a single pure Angus.
Yeah, so far none of the all black ones have, but we'll at least be able to get the mixtures. Okay, so we've got 10 cows in a trailer. It was not quite as easy as I thought it would be, but it really only took like a half hour-ish. So once we got a few of them persuaded to go in the right direction, we kind of split them into two chunks and got them all in there. there. So now we're just heading up the road to the neighbors, and I don't know how much more of the process we'll film, so I might just have to give you an after event summary. So
It did help having Red Cow wanting to just, well, she did just walk right in and
yeah,
greatly encouraged all the others to go in.
so having it open and letting them just kind of, her and baby number one, go in and out as they pleased and explore probably helped. And she's pretty something to following a pink bucket into somewhere, so.
I wonder if anybody actually got the bucket age.
And she's got a pretty ear tag. And she's got a beautiful mark, and I'm gonna pour some stuff on.
That's perfect. That's gorgeous. Look at that thing. Get some home.
That's awesome. Sam's at second official brand.
Maybe hit it again.
There's never a doubt. Oh, that's gorgeous now.
Here, let me get some stuff on you.
Thanks for done, right? Thanks now.
There you go, girl.
It's so sad and quiet and empty up here without the cows. But I know they'll be back, so hopefully they're having fun and getting to visit with their boyfriend and making future cows, so that's awesome. So we ended up, I don't know if you can see in the very far back, we got the first set kind of in here and put this panel across, and then the second set that it had kind of run away over here got in that between there and the next portable panel. And so kind of had the two sets, like I said, in here. Got this first set loaded into the trailer, and then moved the second set up and kind of used this panel to push the rest into the trailer, which they eventually did. Got them all over to the neighbors safely. So our takeaways on branding. It was a lot to learn. It was super fun in that just getting to work with cool people and learn things from them. Our neighbors, like I said, are awesome for letting us bring our animals over there, use their setup. It'll be cool to get our own setup over here with our chute and the alley and the different pens and stuff. It'll be really good to have the cows back and just know that, you know, we can take care of them on our own going forward. For me, having never been involved with branding or anything before and reading things online to try to get prepared, you hear the pros and the cons and, oh, it hurts the animal and, you know, things like that. But after watching it, honestly, the animals weren't concerned in the slightest. There was the initial moment of, wait, what's happening? But literally the next second, I mean, you could see me kind of scrubbing the area where the brand was, and they didn't flinch, they didn't make any noise. They honestly really weren't bothered by the process at all. It didn't seem, and it's funny because the little ones seemed less bothered than the big ones. So yeah, I don't personally feel like the animals were hurt or stressed at all. What was really funny, as we let them out of the chute, kind of in the little area in front of the chute, the trailer was backed up to it, and every single cow ended up just walking itself into the trailer. So by the time we were done with the last cow, the trailer was fully loaded, and we could have just driven them right back home, but that wasn't their plan. So when we opened the gate to let them out into the pasture, we had to unload them out of the trailer. But we just thought that was kind of funny. As hard as it was to get them in there, it was funny that they just put themselves right back in. Also, one thing I've learned is you can't be afraid to get dirty, because I feel like cows use poo as a weapon, because they were projectilely pooing all over the place, both trying to get them in this little alley and into the trailer and then in the chute while we were trying to give them their shots and tags. So all of the cows have been given their shots. The ones whose ear tags came out have new temporary tags. We're waiting on the more permanent tags. They should be here today. But when we first picked the cows out from the neighbors, they cut their old tags off and put the bright orange tags that are in there. So having seen that process and then tagging again, it makes it a lot easier when there's already a hole in their ear that you just have to try to line up with. So I don't think that for us re-tagging them eventually when we get the permanent tags and get them all up here will be a problem when we get our chute. Just run them through, and like I said, it's just a second to cut the tag off and put the new one right back in the same place. So it's both sad and exciting that we've experienced our first branding, so that's the exciting part. And it was a lot of fun, just spending time with good people and learning how to do new things and how to take care of your animals. And I'm sure that there's people do it different, and that's part of what I love about this, is getting to see what other people do and how they do it and why they do it. But this is how our neighbors do it, and this is what they've taught us. So until we hear or learn different, this is how we're doing it. And yeah, so it's quiet and empty up here. We just have the 2 pigs and the 2 dogs and the 2 cats for a little while. So like I said, hopefully the neighbors thought that maybe Rosie and Eyebrows, that they might have been bred from the previous bull before they moved over here the first time. So if that's the case, we should be seeing calves from them around the end of August, which would be really exciting. And otherwise, hopefully, well, if they aren't, then being over there with the bull for the next little bit should get them covered. So we will be expecting calves from them when everybody else calves in about 9 months. So thanks for watching.